Alright, so here, the new stadium, I'm going to go through it. This is on topic of voting one, question one, and Kansas City did not pass this week. So what do we do as owners to come up with a new stadium? Well, here's your kind of your choices. You see Dulux Canopy Stadium, which means it has a roof and a revolving roof. So you can kind of put that roof on when you want, and you can kind of take it off when you want to. It's $1 million. Actually, this is the most expensive stadium, $1.35 million. This is a duplex canopy. This is a Dulux Stadium facility. This is the most expensive one. And you want loyal fans, so the Chiefs would definitely be one of them. Stadium funding 41%. So that means that we're going to fund 41%. A weekly cost will be $0.65 million. Seat capacity will be 17 million. 1.35 billion. Stadium size. Here's a hybrid roof, so it'll be able to go in and out of the stadium. So this will be a rotating roof. I know it doesn't look great, and I agree with you, but that's kind of what a hybrid stadium looks like here. Market size, decent, loyal, 56% funding, stadium funding. And I think that means that the stadium funding has 56%. I think that's what that means. I mean, I think that the funding will be provided by, the build cost will be $1 billion. And the stadium funding will be 56 from the city, I believe. But I don't know if that's for sure. This should cost $1 billion. There'll be a seats capacity of 6,700. Be 4,500 suites, and market size decent. And this is just a Dulux stadium, so I think it's instead of a hybrid stadium, it's a building cost. I'm going to put the definition of what the stadium means. Building cost $1.15 billion. Seating capacity is 6,900. Suites 4,500. Stadium size 5. Weekly cost 0.55. Market size decent. City personality loyal. And stadium funding 48%. And this is the most expensive one, the Dulux Union traditional Union Stadium. Build cost is $118 million. Suites 7,200. Capacity 72,000. Suites 60. Weekly cost 0.456. Market size decent. City personality loyal. And then it goes back to the basic Canopy Stadium, which is which one we're going first. That's Stadium on Special on stadiums.
In Kansas City, Missouri say they are going to do whatever they can to keep both teams in town. Good evening, I'm Laura Moritz.
And I'm Chris Ketz. We're talking about the Chiefs and the Royals. City Council members just finished their weekly meeting. Stadium talks were not on the agenda, but as KNBC9's Andy Alcock found out, getting answers on next steps is still the goal.
Mayor Quentin Lucas says he's in no rush to work out deals with the Chiefs and Royals, and at this point it's unclear what city support for the teams would look like.
What the city is doing is not supplanting anyone. I think we're trying to be supplemental and additive in any way we can.
For the Chiefs' Arrowhead renovations, the team indicated not only did they want the failed sales tax money, they also wanted an additional $500 million of state funding. On March 29th, a few days before the sales tax vote, We asked Chiefs owner Clark Hunt about it.
It is significant, but it's not something that we're concerned about. We feel like we'll be able to put together a plan that makes sense for everybody.
The next state budget will be finalized May 10th, and right now there's no money in it for the Chiefs or Royals. A new baseball stadium will also take time to build, and right now there's no definite site or public money for it. During that same March 29th interview,
to the future of Kansas City sports teams. Suitors are lining up for both the Chiefs and Royals after the stadium sales tax extension failed in Jackson County. Now, counties around the metro and cities around the country are holding internal discussions about drawing the teams away from the Truman Sports Complex. KCTV5's Mark Palos spoke to an economic leader in Wyandotte County to find out if the teams may have interest in moving to the Dot.
The folks here in Wyandotte County weren't sure what was going to happen when Jackson County voted on the stadium sales tax extension. But now that it's failed, the Dot will listen if the teams want to cross the border.
If they want to talk about coming to Kansas, whether that's Wyandotte County or if that's some other part of Kansas, we'll absolutely talk to them.
Greg Kendall is the president of the Wyandotte County Economic Development Council. He does not think the county will ask the teams to move to the Dot.
We're unlikely to go to them and say, we want you to come here. From our end of it, it's always been a protocol of things that are in other communities are theirs. We don't go and poach them. That's not how we do things.
The Legends currently has two of the Metro's biggest sports facilities. Kansas Speedway opened in 2001 and has regularly hosted NASCAR races since. Close by, Children's Mercy Park opened in 2011 and quickly became a fan favorite in Kansas City. Kendall says Wyandotte County is open to adding one or both of the teams, but only at the right price.
We don't want to lose what we have. We want to keep growing what we have. It has to be the right fit. Incentives, taxes, all those things only make a good deal better. It doesn't make a bad deal good.
Should either team look into Wyandotte County, Kendall says they have multiple locations to offer.
There are options that could keep them together, or if they want to be in different locations, we can accommodate that too. And that's the great thing, I think, here in Wyandotte County is that we do have a lot of options. And it's not until you really start exploring it that you start going, well, gosh, they could go here, or they could go over there, or they could go together here. And a lot of these things play well together.
Kendall says while Wyandotte County would love to add a professional sports team, their top priority remains to make sure that both the Chiefs and Royals stay in Kansas City and don't look outside and go to another market. For now, reporting in Kansas City, Kansas, Mark Paulos, KCTV5 News.
Turn up your morning.
Get up, get going, and turn on KCTV5.
We'll bring you local stories that matter and get you ready for your day. And if you know me, you know I'm thrifty, so I'm going to find you the most efficient drive for your morning commute.
Join us weekday mornings on KCTV5.
Baseball. The Baltimore Orioles will play the Royals. Deion Kimmer will go for the Orioles, and Alec Marshall go for the Royals. They're back at home after the Royals going 4-3. Now the game will be at the K against the O's. The O's took the series from the Royals earlier this season, 6:40 with the first pitch from the K. The Orioles took 2 out of 3 from the Royals earlier this season. The Cubs will play them. What's going on in the NBA playoffs? What's going on in the NBA playoffs so far? On Tuesday, the first game, the Lakers faced the New Orleans Pelicans. The Lakers won in a close game. The Nuggets will face the Lakers tomorrow. Warriors, Kings, it was the old veterans getting worn out. The Kings won. They will play tonight. The Lakers will move on to play the Nuggets, who won the first game. The Sixers got to move on to face the number 2 seeded Kings, which sets up the Kings and Pelicans. The Kings and Pelicans will play tonight. Top player Zion Williams will be out, and the second player to watch is Brandon Ingram for the Pelicans. Watch out for De'Aaron Fox for the Kings. Whoever wins that game will play the Oklahoma City Thunder. That game tips off at 8:30. At the loss of the 76ers, which means 76ers will play the Knicks. And the winner of the Heat and Bulls game will play the Celtics. Good luck with the NBA champion favorite. But for players to watch out for tonight, Jimmy Butler on the Heat and DeMar DeRozan on the Bulls. Game time is at 6 o'clock. Whoever wins it goes on to face the favorite to win the NBA championship, Celtics, on Sunday. This is Sam Vaughn for Sam Sports Report.